We're here in San Francisco at my shop, M5, and you've seen it a lot on the show, but now we're going to give you a look at what it's really like in one piece. So, M5, this is where it's all happening. So upstairs are the offices for M5 and for Mythbusters. We've been pretty well taken over by Mythbusters, but you can see a lot of the leftover work that we've done over the years, or at least M5 has. There have been about 800 commercials, a couple dozen feature films that have passed through my hands, and you'll see leftovers throughout the shop. These guys right here are an example of some of the stuff that we have gotten into in recent times. These were done for a large computer company. They had a party with 5,000 people, and we actually catered the party with these guys. They served hors d'oeuvres to 5,000 people. We put them on robotic bases, which I still have, and so basically this is Jamie's Army. We can reconfigure them any way you want and have them, be waiters or whatever. So throughout M5, you've got all sorts of leftover props. These were mainly done in the 90s, I suppose, and they were done for a company called Colossal Pictures. It's no longer in existence. Nowadays, a lot of this stuff is done in computer graphics, but we've got a lot of the leftovers, and it's really fun stuff. Another example is these items up here, which are replacement animations. Each separate sculpture is a frame of film, and so when you put all those frames together in one piece, it's an animation. Now they do this all with computer graphics, so we don't do these anymore. We've also done hundreds and hundreds of toy prototypes over the years. Now that work is pretty well sloughed off as well. This stuff is a lot of animatronics. M5 was best known over time for some of the animatronics that we have done. That means mechanical puppets that are quite complicated, usually remote controlled. In the early days we used to do it with cable controls, just like bicycle cables. These days we do it with servos and electronics because it's everything's gotten a lot smaller and more powerful, a lot easier to work with. So leftovers from a number of different movies you can see here. Also, we did a lot of prosthetics. We were associated with a company that specialized in like monster effects, and so this is what's involved in those. This is my office, and nothing special here. There's little gadgets and remnants. There are a lot of magnets in this room. Why? That's because there are a lot of dangerous magnets in this room, and it's not safe to keep them someplace else. You ready? Now this guy, my buddy, was created for a movie some years ago, over a decade or so ago, and viewers may well remember seeing this appear in some of the shots, because this room was where we first started doing blueprints. It was a little bit of a problem though, because production wanted, they're looking through my stuff, and in general it was, they're rearranging everything and creating havoc for my business, which is here, basically run out of this room. So while they were here, they had me put a cloth on this guy, and it's as you can see why I guess it was upsetting to some more sensitive viewers. But that's why he's in this room, is because I'm pretty much the only person around here that can tolerate him. So this is Production Central. This is where the researchers sit. We've got Dennis and Eric, and there's a couple other people missing. The area with the most clutter, that's Adam's area, as one would expect, I guess. And you can see we've got our scheduling, we've got dry erase boards everywhere so that we can do diagrams and lists, and this is where all the planning for the show is done, right here. We get together in here, we nut things out, and you can barely move around in here. This is Huxley, Adam's dog. We have the kitchen, which is always a mess. And the last of the office stuff is the blueprint room. Now, this is the only room in the entire facility, in fact, in both of our shops, that is already lit and set up. Because we always come back here, we always need it more or less like it is. We don't do build work in here. It's not used for anything else but this. You can see the table's always cluttered with stuff just like on the show, and it's filling up with blueprints and other junk. Robotic hands and ejection seats and pigeon cannons and guns and things like that, gun barrels. This is one of my favorite pieces in here because this is the chicken gun glass. We shot through, I don't know what it was, 12 panes of glass with a frozen chicken. Thawed chickens only go through 2 or 3 panes of glass. So